Guys, welcome back to Card Snail. Today we are taking a look at the Star Trek Next Generation Season 2, 1988-89. So this is some old material right here. This is by Skybox, produced in 1995. Well, copyright 1995. I'm not sure if that's when the cards were made. A little bit confusing. So, yeah, it's copyright 1995, but 1998-99 season. I'm not sure if this is like a throwback, so it's made in 1995, about the 88-89 season. I got these on eBay from a retailer. Honestly, wish I would have complained because, listen, the cards are binded. So these were Grandma's attic stored. These are improperly stored cards. So guys, whenever you go to a retailer to buy cards, give them a feel. If it feels like a rock, and when you bend it, it cracks, it's garbage. Listen. They should move fluidly in between each other. Oh, you hear that? It sounds like my knees when I get up off the couch. Oh my gosh. You hear that? The breaking sound sounds like breaking bones. Yeah, so that's what it is. So we got screwed. But they were relatively cheap. I only paid a couple bucks for these packs. If you look, originally they are from Kmart. They were $1.09 back in the day, back in the 90s. So, you know, for a 30-year-old item, you can't complain too much. But I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to complain. It's bull crap. Just bull crap. You want good quality cards, not crap that just cracks like it's in my grandma's back. Oh. Ugh. So, Counselor Deanna Troi. And a checklist. So we're going to separate these into two piles. Completely garbage and not quite so garbagey. So that's how we're going to do it. Where silence has lease. The outrageous Ohana. Unnatural selection. Boy, she's looking like crap in that picture. The Drufin. Season 2, so kind of like a cover card. And episode 41, Pen Pals. So we got one good card. Alright, guys, one card. I don't know if there's inserts in these. Really not worth looking because it's going to be destroyed anyways. But this is just to give you guys an idea of the set and to look at it. Counselor Deanna Troi. She was so hot. I don't know if you guys are you're into that thing, but I was. Alright. A Matter of Honor. Loud as a whisper. You ever notice that? When you whisper something, everyone listens, but when you yell, no one does. Kind of a cover card with Worf. Someone's butt. Everyone wore tights in that show. It was a little bit weird. It is the ship flying through a rift in space. And just a couple people hanging out and talking. So guys, we are disappointed. We're not disappointed. We're happy. We are excited. We are hot. We're feeling we're not going to let this bring us down. The fact that someone sold us crap. Counselor Deanna Troi. What? Like, why does it keep just so many cards of her and the names are out? So we got two good cards, or reasonably good cards. Commander William T. Riker. He was like the main guy. He was one of the main guys. Riker. Big time. Oh, look at that. Times squared. Gosh, I hate hearing that. So that's the captain. Let's see. Captain's log supplemental. The USS Enterprise was trapped by an energy vortex. Season 2, episode 39C. Q who? It's like the big cube. Peak performance. So they blow something up and they're flying away. A Matter of Honor. Guys, it's just breaking my heart that these cards are stuck together. I'm sorry. You can probably feel it in my elementary, dear Data. So this is when Data goes back in time. Yeah, to introduce the element of surprise into their Holmes program, Mr. Lafarge instructed the computer to create an adversary capable of defeating Data. So that's a program version of him. I forgot about that. It's hard to remember some of these things, and it's hard to have mental clarity when you're angry that someone sold you cards that were binded together. Craptacular garbage. Counselor Deanna Troi. It hurts. Hurts my soul. Commander William T. Riker. I love the little hollow Star Trek logo, though. Not gonna lie. Although this retailer on eBay is just crap. He was selling garbage. Where Silence Has Lease. Episode 31. Loud as a Whisper. Ah. Oh, my lord. Unnatural Selection. So, I'm not sure if it's like Captain's Log Supplemental. Dr. Pulaski and Lieutenant Commander Data took a shuttlecraft off the ship to imagine one of the children. Pulaski became infected with the geriatric disease. So, that's what it is. They all turn old because it's a disease. Oh. There we go. She is gorgeous. The whole crew? That's kind of cool. Looking at the captain who looks to be sick. Time squared. That's when he's like... they're like messing with the fabric of time. I remember these episodes, but the exact details is like, wow. There is so many episodes of Star Trek to try to even remember them. Unless you are a diehard, it's just not even possible. Counselor Deanna Troy. Oh, did we get a card? Is it wrecked? No, a little bit of delamination there. Oh, so this is bad action, guys. If you're on eBay and you're selling cards that you know are binded together in garbage, I believe that counts as bad action. Episode 36, we're seeing some space creature beam up. I'm not sure what it was. Examination of the duplicate shuttlecraft. Oh, that's right. They find an exact copy of themselves. Everything on the shuttlecraft is a copy of them, and it's like a rift in time. So there we go. Episode 44, Up the Long Ladder. We got Peak Performance. We got a couple of those cards actually now. And Cast of Season 2. That's cool. So it tells you who they really are. Captain is Patrick Stewart. We all know who Patrick Stewart is. I mean, give me a break. As Jean-Luc Picard. I love how they make him a French guy too. As a French guy, we don't get enough love anymore. I feel like, you know, quitting a few wars really damaged our our reputation. But remember, we started the resistance. So, you know. They're stuck together in a way that you just can't get them apart here. The Dolphin. There we go. Look at that. It's Worf looking at some terrifying guy. And they're playing craps. How hilarious and American is this show? Like, you know it's made in America when every so often there's like cowboys and they're playing gambling. All right. Pen Pals. Another one of those. No way. I forgot he was in this show. Look at that. Reading Rainbow. Wow. Okay, Manhunt, Star Trek. Look at that. He is just looking slick there, eh? What's going on in this episode? USS Enterprise transport plague specimens from planet Ostet 4 to Science Station Sierra Tango. Deanna Troy is impregnated by an alien life form. Wow. They did all kinds of crazy antics. Like people getting pregnant by aliens. Like that's... Nowadays, that's like considered porn. Right? Like how often... Like... Star Trek started hentai. Just that's the word on the street, just so everyone knows. Counselor Deanna Troy. They really love her. Like they know all these guys have the hots for her, and that's just they really focus on that. The Emissary. Look at that. It's a girl version of him. Shades of Grey. It's funny how like even 50 Shades of Grey. Like I wonder if she got that name off Star Trek. The Outrageous Ohana. The Child, episode 27. The Schizoid Man. What? What is it? What is this one? Captain's Log Supplemental. We have learned the cause for Mr. Data's unusual behavior before his death. Ira Graves transferred his consciousness into Data's positronic brain. Counselor Troy's examination uncovered two disparate personalities within Data. Oh, so Data becomes schizoid. I remember. Wow. It is so hard. The Measure of a Man... Data was awesome. The Royale. Look at that. They get a piece of NASA's stuff. So what is this? We're entering orbit around the 8th planet. Scheduled course when a passing Klingon cruiser reported discovering pieces of a strange vessel in the upper atmosphere of the planet, which is incapable of supporting life. We beamed aboard a piece of the debris and found it to be from the 21st century NASA spacecraft. It's so crazy. They find crap from when NASA was in the desert making movies pretending to go to space in space. I mean... They really kind of screwed their own storyline there. Like, we all know NASA is just a movie production company here on Earth. And pretending to find their movie production crap in space. Like, maybe, sure, if Earth gets blown up. William T. Riker looking at himself. When your beard is that mighty, though, can anyone blame you? Yeah. We got a lot of repeat cards here. Oh. Yeah. My soul. little ugly kid. Although, don't we all know someone whose kid looks like that? And they're just like, my kid is so cute. Just like, yeah. You know what? You do you, champ. I just gotta go with you. Oh, look at this. I love the alien disguises, though. The costumes they had back then, like, it was pretty good for a 90s show. Despite misgivings, I have agreed to Starfleet request the USS Enterprise divert to the Braslaughter system to take part in a war game-like exercise. Joining as a observer and mediator, it is the Zakdorn master strategist Sirna Holremi. Just the names, the costumes, the whole thing. And you know what, guys? There is people who remember every single bit of this. My grandparents used to love this. I remember my grandpa, every time a new episode came on, he had to watch it. Star Trek was just life. And I like, man, get real. Star Wars is king. Star Wars is better. But the honest truth is, do you know that George Lucas and the creator of Star Trek, I forget his name, they were actually good friends, and they actually collaborated. So the battle between Star Trek and Star Wars fans created that. It has nothing to do with the creators. They don't support the war. The Icarus factor. Gah. I hate seeing cards stuck together, guys. As a lifelong card collector, like, nothing makes me more upset than this crap right here. Sellers selling what they know to be garbage. They made a bad investment, and they're just trying to dump it off on the public. Star Trek, episode 48, Shades of Grey. There's more Star Trek Next Generation action with the the Enterprise. The Starship Enterprise. Who didn't want to be on that starship? Like, honestly, when he did that, like, Captain's Log, and it would like, Captain's Log. We're entering into this solar system. I would have given anything to be on that ship. As much as I love Star Wars, most of Star Wars is a tragedy. Star Trek, you wanted to be a part of it. Look at this, like, so awesome. And she was so pretty. And the hair, back the 90s hair, like, oh my goodness. How many girls didn't have, like, the beehive or some form of her hair? Ah! A Matter of Honor. Oh, remember the blaster things? Like, these things were so hilarious, guys. It's like, it looks like a shaver, but it would shoot out, like, energy beam and freeze you. So cool. They knew about tasers way ahead of their time. They just predicted tasers is what happened there. Let's read this one. The away team found the remains of Colonel Stephen Ritchie, commander of the Shardis, launched in 2037 to explore beyond our solar system. The Shardis was contaminated by an alien life form. Only Ritchie survived. The aliens found on board a book called Hotel Royale and constructed the hotel for Ritchie to spend his last days there. The away team escaped by fulfilling the end of the novel. Oh, that's cool. I didn't see that episode. See, I didn't see every episode. I watched a lot because my grandfather was a big part of my life. But so, guys, that was the Star Trek by Skybox season 2. Really crazy. Like, these, you're talking vintage stuff, 1988-89. Like, I was born in this era. So that is it, guys. If you want to check out pictures of the packs, boxes, set list, information about the Star Trek set, not that any Star Trek dork doesn't know way more than me, check the link in the description for the Card Snail blog. And if you guys want to buy others cards, these aren't going to be for sale because I am not a shiesty seller like that. Nothing with damage on it will be for sale on my site. So check the Card Snail eBay if you want to buy good quality, high grade, not crap cards. And otherwise, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your time. I'm sorry for my depressing attitude in the video, but when people sell bad action, it makes me angry. Guys, thank you for your time. I appreciate you so much. Smash that like and subscribe button. I love you all so much. And until next time, have the best days.